Can share some of the experiences yung partnership with DNR.
Pare, this is Willie Veloso interviewing some hotshot in
No, my name is
making
Junel Esguera.
our Ilog Pasig portion of it or Estero livable, and hopefully we can have some fish to be harvested in those areas. And I'm now talking to ano pangalan mo, bro?
My name is Junel Esguera.
Junel Esguera.
Currently the Deputy Director for Sagip Ilog Pilipinas Movement.
Deputy Director.
Sagip
This is a
Ilog.
nationwide organization.
Actually, we're moving towards making it a really national one. But
Okay.
at this point, we're still campaigning. So groups will join us, people will join us. So
Okay.
we're doing this with the help of DNR through the EMD,
Okay.
Environment Management Bureau. And to this point, I think there are at least around 200 organizations, or mostly corporations, which adopted rivers, esteros. Among them is the PEMCA group.
Yeah, okay.
So with the PEMCA, we are partnering for the Diliman 33 barangay,
That
33
is
barangays along
This
the
specific
Diliman.
estero that is adopted by your group or by PMCA?
With PEMCA, we partner for the Diliman Creek,
Okay.
where around 33 barangays are located, mostly in Quezon City.
Okay.
So it's and
This is a
the
pilot
Diliman-
project of your organization, PMCA, and
and now Biochar is
Biochar.
joining us
okay.
for the new technology on biochar, partly to promote organics and
In short, conversion of waste into something that
something to
you can make money out of it. That's the bottom line.
yeah, that's the bottom line. Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Then we have this. We are working still with many other partners,
Yeah.
other areas. So hoping that these initiatives that started in Pasig River will become an ordinary thing nationwide. So based on our studies, more than 50 of these major rivers are in critical condition.
Correct.
So we have to hurry up our work in cleaning up the rivers, but our belief is we can do this if we mobilize communities. As in our experience in Pasig River, so we saw the solid waste in particular reduced from 10% to 5% in 10 years time, with a relentless campaign reaching as many as 200 barangays along the river, communities along the river. So that's our success and our experience in exposing the polluters. So instead of closing down their companies, most of them address the problem and are now our partners in the company.
You already have a more detailed program of work wherein you have lined up things that you must do. Yeah, more detailed, because most of those that have been talk of general
Yes,
concept, and
during the early days,
the result of or the success of any project is dependent on the implementation. For
on the
example,
ground.
you're talking of working closely with the
municipalities.
Barangay, no?
Yes, yes. Working closely with the barangays, like during the early 90s or to the late 90s, there were so many mini dump sites. So we have to talk to the organized groups in the community. So make an education drive.
Okay.
Then teach them how to manage waste and do regular cleanups. There were we've seen areas once where mini dumps converted into basketball courts.
Pero ang problema, Brad, ganito eh. Not necessarily an indictment, no, of this thing, but actual studies showed that there are so many pollutants because of these waters themselves.
That's part of the problem.
And the proliferation of squatters are basically the result of some good cover-up by at the barangay level. As actually, if you will make a research, many barangay captains have these on-site developments already transferred in their name. So,
I don't have any particular.
these are allegations. Allegations.
Although I see it that in my own observation, talagang hindi naman na-solve yung squatting problem.
Because to solve the Pasig River problem, you have to eliminate the cause, immediate cause, and the immediate cause are the squatters themselves.
And it is political also.
And they are dead because of the political aspect of the problem.
Yes.
So it's like, you know,
I agree.
that will be very difficult for you to do because katulad ngayon, ang drive ng government, tanggalin lahat ng nakatira sa mga squatters danger zone. Ika nga, no?
Sana.
Sa estero.
But I think there's still some, at least 10,000 living directly along the river.
Do you really think it can be solved if 10,000 voters will be eliminated from the voting population of a politician?
That's another question.
So, medyo mabigat para yung project na natin, ano?
So we can only do so much given our resources. But we hope that discussing the issues deeper will help people understand which is really the better solution.
Yeah, I think the thing is, it's good to discuss and point our fingers, no, on the positive factors. But it is definitely better that there is something that is being done rather than just criticizing, right?
Of course.
So we work with what we can work on
Yes.
and
For us,
produce with what we can produce.
like for example, in our case, we discussed that there is the so-called easement law
Yeah.
on the river lines, on the waterways. So we make it a point that the people in the community know that they are living within the easement areas. So they must understand that as per the law provides, they are residing on an illegal
Danger zone.
or endangered zone. Illegal.
You're not talking only of actually the several meters
But
area.
the problem is
the entire area
not only
is
the poor
illegal occupation
are occupying the areas. Even here in Diliman Creek, we've seen subdivisions encroaching to the waterways.
Correct.
And their structure are so permanent.
Natakpan na yung ibang estero.
May pundasyon pa, kaya mahirap gibain.
Alam mo, pag ginalaw nyo yung eto magiging test ito pare. Pag ginalaw ninyo ang Binondo area, naku, malaking gulo yan pare. Napakaraming illegal
Puntahan nyo sa may
structure yan. Marami nang nawalang creek dyan sa Binondo area. Paano nyo hahandle yan? Ang hirap niyan pare.
Mahirap. Unang-una,
Pera kalaban nyo dyan.
nung una, yung mayor ba?
Maraming question mark, no? But as I said, no, gaya nga ano, sinasabi natin sa couple spot rides, sa bawat isang daan na ating lapitan at kausapin, at makakuha ka ng isa, dalawa, tatlo, maligayang na tayo. At least meron. And then, etong isa, dalawa, tatlo neto will spread out and then eventually, we will multiply. Sana gano'n, no? Kaya lang, medyo iba ito, lalo na pag dumating ka na sa parting Binondo. Pera na kalaban mo dyan. Pagdating mo naman sa squatters area, ang kalaban mo na dyan, yung mga nilalapitan mo para tumulong eh. And these are the congressman, the barangay captains ng ano.
They can always do magic na sa mga
It has been done. So, ang ibig sabihin parang ganito eh. In every good endeavor, no, na gaya ng ginagawa ninyo, pag pinakinggan mo kaagad yung mga negative aspect of the project, medyo parang ayaw mo na, kaagad eh, no?
So far, hindi pa naman sumusuko si tatay nun.
So, di ba? Ang ibig sabihin lang nun, pagka pinakinggan mo, actually ako as a businessman, I talk of reality, no? But also as sa couple
Pero
for
hindi pa rin kayo
pride.
tumigil, di ba?
Ha?
Hindi pa rin kayo tumigil.
Precisely, because if all good people will stop, who will do it? Kahit na ang tawag natin voice in the wilderness ka, at least sumisigaw ka. So ako, marami akong masasabi. Unang-una, kayo ay aking binabati at hinahangaan kasi sige lang, fight lang para kahit paano may ma-produce na result. Of course, with PNSA working closely with you, our company also, we can together produce a result that will not necessarily be gargantuan
Sabi nga
in
nila,
scope,
if you can
but
think of a scenario, describe the scenario in the future, if your work is successful, you just continue working on it. Maybe there will come a time na mangyayari rin. Kaya mong isipin eh. So,
sige pare, at baka hindi na ano yung
kasi
ano mo.
di ba, marami kayong alam tungkol sa livelihoods.
Okay.
So, kami kasi, earlier experience namin, nag-focus lang doon sa paglilinis, yung good management ng basura. Nakita namin, later, ang nag-survive ng mga organized groups ay yung
May income
nagkaroon ng,
generation.
nakapag-sustain ng income nila sa pamamagitan ng waste management, yung nag-segregate. So, yun yung up to now, existing yung kanilang waste segregation at meron silang buyback centers.
Okay.
Pero malaki yung need para i-develop yung kanilang entrepreneurial capacity.
Yun ang pinakamahirap. Development of entrepreneurial values.
Attend na rin ako ng training para sa grassroots entrepreneurship. So, nag 1 month kami, ang mentor ko si Dr. Morato. So, marami kaming training doon. So, pang grassroots yung design. So, we're hoping na itong mga ganitong konsepto malink up ng may matibay na market linkages between the urban setting and the rural setting. So, rural communities, urban communities, we produce compost, they farm, they produce organics, they
Pwede
market.
tayo magtulong-tulong dyan na
So, yun ang kailangan natin maset.
tingnan natin kung paano
Yun yung
natin
dream
bubulong
project
yan.
eh.
Sabi nga nila
So, rural urban,
ano yung sabi?
I want that to happen.
Ano yung sinasabi? Faith can move mountain, but in our project, maybe pag pinagsama mo yon at kung pag-aaralan natin kung paano yung mountain maging mountain of gold for everybody. Thank you very much, Brad. Willie Veloso, signing off. Magkasama pala kami ni Brad sa Couples Podcast. Yan, we talk of the same thing.